Our win ratio in scrims last week was 21-6, so it's not.
You were 21-6?
Yeah, so it's.
All right, new team, different color blue. Joining me is
still green logo.
Yeah, still green logo. Still green logo. Sharkz joining me, everyone. Welcome, brother. How are you?
Decent. Happy with the game.
Yeah.
I think the week of practice was just very good. Made us very confident coming into today's match in week. So future's looking bright so far for Immortals.
You know, it is. And when I've talked to other teams, I've been told that Immortals is a tier 1 scrim team, a tier 1 scrim partner. People like scrimming you, and I don't know what that means. What do you think that means?
I think we're working hard in practice. Mm-hmm. I think we're pretty consistent. We don't cancel, and usually we're not late.
The bare minimums. Professional.
I think probably because Mask and Castle new to the league, and both of them are solo laners, mm-hmm. and they're individually pretty skilled. I think a lot of solo laners from other teams just enjoy screaming us.
Yeah.
And I think yesterday, let's say, especially top lane, like he does like one-on-one, with the impact with Fudge, looks like top laners just want to share their knowledge a bit.
Yeah.
It might be a bold statement, mm-hmm. but I truly believe that to our individual level, where I would even say by far the best team in terms of just how we play together.
That is a bold
I think
statement.
That's the feedback that we get from practice, and how I feel that our cohesion is a bit better compared to other teams. Mm-hmm. So even if, let's say, we're individually, maybe we can struggle a bit, but due to our team play, we can cover each other back and have each other back. And I think due to this, multiple factors, teams just like screaming us.
Yeah.
And then our win ratio in scrims last week was 21-6, so it's not.
You were 21-6?
Yeah, so it's. Maybe we should cut it. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. No. I think that's pretty good. Immortals having a winning record in anything, it hasn't happened in a long time.
So just coming into this week, I was very excited to see if we can translate our scrim confidence, scrim performance into stage.
Yeah.
And today's game, I'm very happy with today's game.
Yeah.
Not, maybe for a viewer it's a bit hard to see like why we were winning the game specifically, or what factors am I happy. But I can tell you, if you pay attention to how we did vision, how we did retakes, how disciplined we played in mid-late game from ahead, how patient we played, like without stupid rush mistakes. I think the only rush things that happen is that just we didn't do any of our responsibilities when we were using the Herald on tier 2 mid, where we just allowed them to find an angle that, where we traded pretty much equally or 2 for 3. But other than that, I think we played very, very clean game.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Castle died there at the end, but then that was the team fight that.
Yeah.
That was the team that
died for the boys.
Yeah, he died for the boys. I guess other thing that people would say was Lilia, Armeo just continuing his, I don't know, resurrection or growth, despite being one of the longest tenured pros in the league. Like, we have Jensen, Turtle played last week. Yeah, Armeo's up there, dude. What do you make of working with him?
My goal with him is just like put him consistently on another level. Mm-hmm. I think coaches and managers always thought that, the saying was that too good for academy, but too bad for LCS.
Yes. Couple of historic figures across LCS known for that.
Working with him, I can see where we're coming from a bit, but I think it's coachable. I think maybe like lack of trust and lack of belief from teammates or maybe from coaches, managers did impact him. But I think here he has an atmosphere where people give him a room for mistake. People believe in him. People only push him. Like nobody, like he's never been judged if he misplays. He's never been judged if he, does something stupid or tries something. He's being judged only if he's not willing to take a risk.
Yeah.
So everybody is pushing him to like, hey, you made a bad play, it doesn't matter, move forward, like be confident in your next play. If you want to test something, you go for it, just be accountable for it. You tell me Gnar is the best jungler in the world, let's go play a couple of games, and if it's shit, it's shit. Maybe Gnar is a bad example.
Yeah.
But you get the point, right? Like it's we're just trying to create an environment where he can feel confident, where he can test, and where eventually I hope he won't think too much what other people think about him, where he will just care about his own opinion, like have this big ego, like I'm good enough and that's what matters.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the goal.
And one more Armeo question, just because he's to me, he's always a fascinating LCS story because he's been around for a long time, which frustrates people. But he was coaching. He literally was the Cloud9 coach for a little while. Do you see anything from that time that it translates to him now? Is it the
just probably the good relationship with Blubber?
That's helpful.
That's it is helpful.
It is helpful.
Honestly, I don't see that much.
Okay.
Just that outside of, because let's say we can take Bipo into example, right? Bipo has like very big and vocal personality.
Yep.
And Bipo, was sitting on the bench, was streaming, was playing jungle, was playing top lane. It's very strong voice in game. Like Bipo has this experience that he can articulate very well. And John's Armeo's personality, he's not like a very big speaker. Like, you need to ask him questions if you want to get his knowledge.
He's a good interview.
Yeah,
he's a good interview, but
that's it.
You have to get it out of him a little bit more. I see.
But he has some of this like knowledge back from C9 days.
Yeah. You've been now here in NA for 2 years?
3.
Well, this is your 3rd year, isn't it?
4th.
Oh, it's your 4th?
Yeah. FlyQuest assistant coach, FlyQuest head coach.
Oh, assistant coach. I forgot the assistant coach. Because weren't you behind
Paul Kanani?
Kanani, not Kanavi. Kanani. Yeah. Okay. You're right. It's 4 years. This is your first time onto a different organization.
Yes. Feels weird.
Yeah. What feels weird about it?
Day one last week on stage, I went to we were playing after FlyQuest. and monitors and studios still had like the Match 3 design,
Yep.
And I just saw FlyQuest on the right. I just walked to the right because they haven't switched, but we were on the left side. So then it's hard to get rid of the habits. We walk to the backstage rooms and they have this logos on the door, and as soon as my eyes see a FlyQuest logo, I'm like accidentally doing a step forward towards the backstage room, but I'm like, oh no.
Did anyone see? Did anyone catch you doing that?
Just day one when I went to the opposite side. But it's for me, it's just funny. Of course, it will take time. You think about it, 1,000 days on one organization, shift into the other organization. Yeah, I was thinking about. I wonder how soccer players feel like moving, let's say, from Newcastle to Manchester, or like maybe Manchester United to Manchester City. Like, how does it feel? Accidentally drove to the wrong stadium for practice.
Yeah. Right? Who did that? Tevez did that. I don't know anyone went from City to United, but I know United City was definitely one. When it comes to the impact and legacy you left at FlyQuest, what do you think? What are you most proud of? And then what do you want to build here at Immortals?
The reality, I don't think I left any legacy in FlyQuest. The reason is, just everything changed.
Yeah.
Since Nick was kind of the head of the esports program, and now he's gone. And outside of all people that I worked with, just on the main team, it's just Richard, the assistant coach, stayed, and
Fantix.
Analyst. Yeah, Fantix is Richard now. He got rid of Fantix a long time ago.
Richard Su,
yeah, and head analyst. And probably if you get to interview Richard, that's a good question to ask him, what things that stayed on FlyQuest, but maybe he'll just say nothing.
Oh, I'll do the interview questions, sir.
I think one thing that I probably left that hopefully Joseph, the head analyst, kept is just taking responsibility for scouting and being confident in scouting points that can win us the game.
Yeah.
Just, if you have a confident level ones that you want to go for, just present it the way where you make players do it. And if we lose because of this level ones, then just whatever, take responsibility. But I think his game knowledge and his passion just allowed him to be very, very useful in scouting and preparation. He was very self-sufficient. And I tried to help him on this way, like to become like just confident analyst and hope probably until this day I think for one of the best in the scene.
Yeah.
So maybe a bit of that.
And then what do you want to, given that you've seen what you knew about Immortals beforehand, what you've seen now that you've been inside, what do you want to accomplish here with the organization, not just with the team but with the organization?
I think just the entire FlyQuest experience, right? I worked in a like mid expectations roster, right? Like when I just came, it was a roster with Licorice, Palafox. I think it was kind of pretty hyped. The Licorice was Cloud9 Academy boys and Jose Deodo. Then the roster was Jose Deodo and Aframu and
Tukui.
Rookies, like with let's say Tukui and Phillips, that was hella fun, and Johnson. And then the high expectations, right, with a star roster. So all the 3 years and all the previous I've been coaching for 8 years. Man, I'm getting old. It's time to retire. it helps me just, I think, properly split what's important and what's not important, especially in the beginning of building a team. Like with our staff here in Immortals, I'm very proud of the way how we started as a project.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the 0-2 week doesn't show it, but hopefully the rest of the regular season will show it. I think we clearly stated and presented to players what's important for us. We're staying true to our values and true what's important to us, and we're building with good pillars and this good fundamental, not only League of Legends but like culture in the office, that we can build up the rest of our Immortals League of Legends project. My contract is for 3 years, and hopefully the pillars and the cultures that we're currently building will be the support of Immortals program for the rest of the program.
8 years. What is your favorite memory?
Oh, there are many of them. Like the second you ask this question, I have like this multiple pictures from different country. Probably. Oh, my first big grand final, it's when in CAS, the League of Legends was just getting big and Riot were putting a lot of money in wildcard regions. We played, our final was on a biggest hockey stadium in Moscow. The stadium had 16K people and it was completely full. Yeah. And we played losers final and grand final Saturday, Sunday back to back, and it was full.
Wow. What team was that? Were you on
It was Vegas Squadron.
Whoa! I still got it, baby! You know I got you! That was so good. I'm so proud of myself.
And I remember, you remember Taco Storm, one of the old school riders?
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember Riot needed support with this big event, so they brought a bunch of riders from Europe, from Berlin. That was hella cool, because I remember seeing these people on streams and on just social media, one of the big player managers, riders. That was hella fun. But usually the first experience is the ones that you cherish the most. So probably just that finals. When we were not the favorites in a grand final, and everybody thought we're gonna lose 0-3. We go in the final, we win confidently game 1, and it's a hockey stadium, right? So I was on the side waiting for my players to leave the stage right in the middle, and just wanted to cheer them up, just wait for them. And I'm standing there by the entrance to the stadium, and 16,000 people chanting like Vega, Vega, and goosebumps. Like talking about it, I feel goosebumps. That was hella cool.
That's a good one.
So that was, and I, coming from traditional sports, crowd and audience always made me enjoy the process more.
Yeah.
I was a tennis player that the more people watching, the better I play.
Yeah.
So I hope my players can experience the big stage, the big crowd. North Carolina winter split with FlyQuest was hella fun.
Yep.
So I hope with Immortals this year we will be able to get to the big stadium.
Shout outs to the Western Kentucky University Hilltoppers.
Hey.
That was him. He did it.
You're a nerd. You're actually a nerd.
Come on, man. I'm using all of the references. Yeah. I'm on fire today. Today has been a great day of interviews, and it's been even better because we just get to sit and shoot the shit. Yeah. Sharkz, again, thank you so much for always sharing, and I appreciate your time. Best of luck with the rest of the season, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was good. Damn. The Vegas Squadron callback? That was so good.
Yeah.
Let me grab it. Let me sit on here.
One more. Now grab the microphone. Last time Impact stole it.